Did it is. So yeah. So I feel like as y'all seen the thumbnail and the title, I'm on some more, seriousness right now. As in like if you wanna I wanna say if you wanna move out at a young age, maybe around the age of like 18, 19, going on to 20, this is probably some tips that I would give myself before I even decided to move out at a young age. So yeah, I think bro gonna ask me some questions. He got some questions, and then we're just gonna be doing popcorn. We gonna just 20 minutes, maybe not even 20 minutes, probably 15. But if it's longer, then yeah, but either way, this is probably gonna be some good tips for y'all. Whoever wanna.
I can't even really speak on the subject because I haven't moved out fully. That's
Word.
more like you.
Oh, yeah,
so it's like
true.
really, I'm just more so nitpicking his brain, kind of giving y'all info on any of y'all that might want to move out in the future. First question is like, what was kind of like, now that how long have you been moved out?
A year. A year. I think October 26th was the full year.
Okay, so first thing is like, okay, so a lot of us, 18, 19, 20, 21, XYZ, they might have concerns. You hear a lot of stuff. Oh, how are you gonna pay bills? How you gonna take care of yourself? As somebody who's been out the crib for a year, like kind of give a little your insight about navigating through just life's responsibilities. Like,
Oh, okay. All right. So I feel like when it comes to that, like understanding that it's gonna be a big job, not just only in your life. It has to affect your surroundings also. Like if you got in your surroundings, if you got people that don't know how to money manage money, then you're gonna move into your new place not knowing how to do that. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a witness. At first in the beginning, I was moving like that. Like I was moving like I was still under my parents' house, until I realized like, yo, rent coming. I got a message like, yo, your rent finna be due. So now I gotta be like, all right, I gotta lock in. Like I can't go outside. It's a certain time where I can be like, oh, I can spend this amount of money, or I can do this and do that. But when it's time, when it get close to that, that mark, when it get to the first, it's time to pack it up like, early.
okay, so you went into talking about money management. What's some other skills you feel like you have to have, or just things you have to prepare for when moving out?
You have to, depending on your lifestyle, if you work a 9 to 5, you'll always have to have a job already pre-ready for you. So like, say if I was moving to a different state, maybe like Florida or something like that, I'm already looking at jobs in Florida. I'm already applying, and I'll go ahead and do the days after I move into my apartment. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, okay, so what if I say at the 26th, and I'm gonna pick my move-in date on like the 28th. You feel me? You see what I'm saying? So yeah, like if I was moving in on the 26th, I'll make my job interview on the 28th. So yeah.
Was there? Cause what state did you come down from? In case people don't know.
Well, what state I came from? They call it DMV from where I'm from, but I'm gonna just say Virginia. All right, I came from Virginia. It's not too far away, probably like 6 hours. Not too crazy.
Where you stay at now?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Nigga made it up.
Yeah. It's crazy. I moved out my mom's place at 19. It was crazy. Cause at the beginning I didn't know nobody. Like it's crazy. Like I was dolo. So it was just.
What would you want to tell people when it comes to like taking a risk? Cause that's a risk right there.
Really knowing. This is what I would say too. What I did was I used to take solo trips by myself. Like I used to come here by myself, like no parents, no family, no nothing. And I would just go around, see what the vibes are like, ask people questions. I would literally go to like apartment places that I knew I was not gonna live until I got here, or like in the near future. I would go and ask them like, what's the wages, or like how much, 3 times a rent, like stuff like that, to get the feel of how everything is, operating. So that's what I would probably say.
Take a solo trip to the place you want to move to.
Yeah.
How do you feel like where you moved to has it grown you as a person? Like, do you feel like you're the same person as when you first came in?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Oh my gosh. I feel like even with this right here, even just making this video, I would never be this far. Being at home makes you comfortable. Being at home makes you realize, like, okay, if I got a backbone, then I won't break. You know, if I got a backbone, I won't be paralyzed. I won't be stuck. You see what I'm saying? Like, I will always have a bed to go lay down in, instead of you coming home being like, dang, like, nigga ain't eat today, but you feel me? I'm still at the crib, like I made it home type of. Or like you feel me? Like,
ain't nobody saying.
No, like you on your own, and it sound crazy, but it's peaceful. Like it may sound crazy, it may sound scary, chat, but it's so peaceful. When I tell you, it's so peaceful. And I was just talking to him about that. I was talking to him like people. A lot of people run with our narrative. Like the people of our color, they run with the narrative like it's high, like bills is high, and then situations. You know how that conversation go with a lot of people. And it's just you gotta sit back, like I said before. You gotta know yourself, know how to manage everything, know when to spend on yourself, know when to, go party and go to the club. Because if you ain't got no backbone, then you're gonna end up square one. So that's it.
So you said it feels peaceful. What about the days, it feels lonely? Like, how do you kind of navigate through those days where it's like, damn, like I might miss my bros from back there, or I might, you feel me? Like you're so caught up in life right now that you can't even.
Yeah. Okay. So those times I just take a point and realize, well, not even trying to be dramatic, but I take a point and realize like ain't nobody else gonna do this. Cause right now as we speak, I got brothers that's like, bro, like I need your help. Like how you do it? Like, you know what I mean? It's no place and time for me to be like, I get it. I'm lonely, like not like as lonely, you feel what I'm saying? But I'm like by myself. Like I can't just pull up to the bro's crib and kick it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I gotta keep them connected. I gotta keep, while I'm navigating, I gotta help them navigate too. You know what I'm saying? Cause I always was that type of guy. Like I ain't never leaving nobody.
Alright, so we 10 months into 2025. What do you feel like you learned so far? What do you feel like is the biggest lesson that you want to just let people know? Like biggest advice you want to let people know?
Take the risk. Do it. Do it. Take that risk. I'm telling you, do it. It's worth it. Even if you fail, do it. Cause then you learning. When I first got here, I didn't know nothing. I was making so many mistakes, so many careless mistakes, until my mistakes became lessons, until my failures became wins. Like it was like I was like, not to be on no like craziness, but it was like I was starting to like realize like, bro, this is easy. Like, yeah, you feel me? Like it was easy. It's easy to like to live by yourself. It became easy. It became peaceful to the point where like I'm chilling. Like I can stay in the house all day. But living in this environment, living where I'm at, you don't want to be in the crib. Like it's the like you wanna pop out. You know what I mean? So it's just like, and that can double back on the being by myself. Like being, times when I feel like I'm lonely, I be like, bro, I live in the A. Automatically energy, like, damn, bro. That's why when we be riding, I be like, damn, bro. Like, yeah, real life, lifestyle.
Yeah, that going to my next question. Cause it's environment switch. So I know you probably some of the cars you see down here is like shit that you don't see where you from. So, kind of talk about how good, like important your environment is in terms of just making you want to be more in life. Just environment in general. Like, what do you want to say when it comes to that?
As in, like, me seeing things that, like, people be dreaming about. Like, people, like, that's my dream car type stuff. Okay. Yeah. It showed me, like, it's possible. Like, your dreams can be reality. Like, and I wouldn't even call it dream. Your reality can be reality. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the thing that you think that's impossible, that's in reality, it can be reality. Like, that's what I meant by reality can be reality, because it's possible. If the next man can do it, why can't you? If I cut right now and I cut you, we're gonna bleed the same. You see what I'm saying? So it's not just because he better. It's not because because they know more. You can do the most craziest thing right now, and somehow, some way, a brand like it. No matter what it is, and now you in that position off of overnight success.
Yeah, like, do you got anything else you want like dive deep into? Can we just talk about all the time? We're already 10 minutes in. We can either end all right here. We can keep going.
Nah, I'm already in. Might as well keep. That too. That mentality also. Don't when you become scared of things, don't back out. Cause I done had moments, bro, where like, oh, also I had moments where it was like, I done came this far. Why would I go back? You know what I mean? And also, going back is not me you failing. It's just you just trying over again. Maybe the first time you stepped on the court, you ain't know too much. It's your first time hooping. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like that.
And your IQ done went up.
Yeah.
Oh, he hit you with hezzy and tween. Oh, you know that. Still.
Yeah.
Now it's my chance with the ball.
Yeah.
See what I do, bro.
Yeah. It's like watching film. Like but you watching yourself. You learning yourself. Like okay, it'd be like, okay, Isaac, you went back home, but now let's go back and track what made me go back home. What put me in a position where I had to realize like I can't do this. I gotta go back home. Or like I'm too alone. I gotta go back home. Or like I can't keep up with my bills and my stuff. I gotta go back home.
Okay, what advice you got for people who feel stuck? People feel like their life feels too stagnant.
Don't get comfortable in it. If you like, I wish I had a picture of it. I was in a little room, bro, like a square, if you know what a toddler room is, like that's where I used to sleep every day. That was my lifestyle. That was my room, and I would be in there hours throughout the day, bro. It'd be my room would be a whole different temperature than the entire house. That's how hot it was. I would be in there for hours and hours, just thinking, figuring out how can I get from outside of this room. What can I do to get me from point A to point B?
And that gets me to my next. Now we kind of moving a little bit away from like moving out to not kind of feed in. How important like the mind is when it comes to like dictating your life, because like whatever you see, it's like basically laws of manifestation. Whatever you see, you can get in real life. Whatever you put your energy toward mentally, you can manifest physically. So, kind of talk about like how much mindset plays a part into like getting, first off, moving out on your own, and to going places you see yourself going in the future. Like, how important is it to keep your mind strong?
Okay, so this is where when I was getting into this stage of my life, even now, I feel like I had to convince myself first before I convince somebody else. I had to. I'm more of a show action than words. So once I convince myself and say, hey, I'm gonna move to Georgia and nobody's gonna stop me. I'm gonna do this and nobody's gonna stop me. And then it got to a point where I used to repeatedly say, I'm gonna make content, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and nobody's gonna stop me. And I started realizing like manifestation became an actual thing in my life. And I wouldn't just say manifestation, praying God himself. Like to the point where I was like, ain't nobody else gonna get me out of this but him. You know what I'm saying? Like even for the people that don't believe that, there's a higher power, you know what I'm saying? Like, faith without works is dead. You gotta believe in yourself, bro. You gotta understand yourself. You gotta know yourself. It's really, and for the people that don't know themselves, you gotta sit down and think, okay, what do I like? Okay, I do this every day. I may draw a little bit. What make me, in the times when I feel down or depressed or sad, what do I do during that moment? Like if you, for the people that's out there, realize that. And I've been wanting to talk about this too. The people that's like stuck, what do you do in that time, that moment? Stop. I know it's kind of hard to say because you're in the moment, but as you feel yourself slipping into it, what do you run to? A lot of people you see nowadays, they run, they smoke, they drink. You see what I'm saying?
So it's I would say two things. I know you was talking about first, kind of like a little bit backtracking to like when you feel stagnant. It's like you said, like you just gotta action. It's only you can think about something so much. You just gotta go. Like actions is everything. Like sometimes you just gotta show yourself that you are capable of doing it, even if you don't get it exactly how you want it to go in the beginning.
Yeah.
Whether it be like you post a video and doesn't do no views or shit, you trying to move out and you go to your first apartment but it doesn't go well. Just the fact that you showing yourself I'm doing this shit in real time, it's that momentum gives you a boost. You feel like, okay, this shit possible. Way more possible than you could have thought about it. So, and then two, like you said, going into like, oh, when you feel bad, like yeah, like you said, like it's so important to feel grounded. And not as something that's like me, where it's like an escape or like drinking. That's really like you said, God is crazy. Do you feel like you would be where you are without God?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. What?
Oh,
What? Almost shedded a tear. Like, yo, like, bruh, like, it was a point in time, bro, where, and I'm gonna just be honest with my people. It was a point in time, bro, when I was leaning on other things than, and to the point where, like, I had days, bro, when I used to go to work and I used to be going out and I just stink and I would really cry again because I realized, like, God is the only person that was still there. Everybody can die right now out of my life. Not like, pass away, but like die away. As in, like, I stopped talking to them, we stopped communicating. Everybody can leave. I still have God. And somehow He brings joy. Every single time, bro. Every single time. That's why I never lean on my own understanding.
Yeah. That's a fact. Yeah, like, I think you gotta have something you could just, some sort of, like, even if you don't, niggas is Christians, but like, you just gotta have something you believe in. You gotta have something like, to all the people watching. You don't have to believe in God, but just believe in something, have something. It's like,
I recommend
God.
Yeah, I recommend God, Jesus Christ. That's what I'm gonna say. Because a lot of people say God, they don't mean Jesus. But I feel like when it comes to making that move, believe in yourself, and also first believe in God. Believe in God that you can do it, and He will help you. But also, number two, believe in yourself. Just like you said, if you do content or you think about doing content. Number three, do not look at the people outside of here. It's gonna be, bro. You gotta think about this: 8 billion people, and half of the people that's on the internet are bots. So you gotta really think about, like, does their opinion matter? Like, when it comes to you making your decision, does it matter, or is it on you, or is it you behind the screen right now? Who makes the decision of my life next? Them or me? Who has control over me other than God? Them or me?
And then you gotta also think, like, you worried about, like, your perception of how you're gonna be viewed. What would people say this or this about me? But put yourself in your own shoes. Like, how often do you think about other people? Oh, like, why did she do this? And how often does it, like, stick around in your mind? You might even have that thought and only think about it for 15 seconds and go on about your day. This shit is no different than you. People are gonna think what they think, but at the end of the day, ain't nobody putting no real serious time into yourself except for you.
Exactly.
And you limiting yourself by not, you feel me, going all in on what you have, the vision you have, because of, perception of other people.
Yeah, that's facts. That's like hammer on the nail. That's hammer on the nail. And also comparison. You're not going to be where your famous artist is. You're not at right now. And I may be wrong. You may first video you may do it. Whatever you like to do, your first time doing it, you may do those numbers. You may get that attention. Whatever, it could be singing, rapping, dancing, ballerina, golfing, skiing, whatever. First try, money. But it's just like, how many times can money come? You know what I mean? How many times can I hit this ball and it go home run? You see what I'm saying? So it's really just understanding yourself. Because if you get comfortable where, okay, I'm in this place right now, but I know for sure, give me 6 more months, I'm gonna be in a whole different level.
Always taking up a notch.
Yeah, Like that's how I felt. That's how I felt when it came to it. Like I just came from a 98 run, and that's how I really just my mindset was on realizing like if you can do this, imagine what you can do in the next 3 to 5 years in a bigger city than what you was in before.